Welcome to the 80s.
Hello YouTube, HBZeta here, and I'm back. Oh, what a week this has been, what a few weeks this has been, and there's a few things that I just want to cover before we actually start the stream. I'll probably re-upload this as its own separate thing, and just plans and stuff that I want to do for the channel in 2020. I can't believe that it's 2020. I mean, I started this channel in, I think it was 2008, or back when I didn't have a proper internet connection and couldn't like upload anything. So it took another 2 to 3 years before I could like start uploading stuff. And during that time, I'm at 1,000 subs, 1,000 something other at the moment. I think it's 1,200. It's a lot of people, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everyone that's subscribed, that's watched some of my rants and stuff, and some of the terrible live streams. I'm not very good at those yet, and there's a few people that sort of like them, and there's far more that think that they're absolutely terrible. But before we get into the game and stuff, there's a few things I want to address, and the first thing is ETH and their services. For those of you who don't know, there's going to be links in the description when this video is finished of the other part 1, part 2, part 3 of that service or deal. And one of the main reasons I haven't been streaming a lot, because the motherboard that I got originally to replace this system was not 100%. After an hour and a half, it'll start like jittering and sound will break and USB inputs will break and a whole bunch of other stuff. It wasn't ideal. I got that sorted, and I got ETH to try and actually fix their problems and things on their side. By making those videos, not only did I keep an accurate log of what was going on, but I did actually give you guys some good advice on choosing a good supplier and all of that. And for that, I was really thinking of, seeing as this is now resolved, should I keep those on or should I remove them? I'm going to keep them on. I'm still going to try out EveTech once or twice with smaller items and see if their service improves. I've got my doubts, but I'm gonna try. That's the least I could do. So basically, where we ended off with part 3 of that was I couldn't reach them. They didn't answer emails. I tried telephonically as well. I didn't mention that in the video, but that failed. I was at my wit's end, so I made that rant video. I posted all 3 of the videos to EveTech directly and showed them that, hey, this is what I've been going through. This is what your customer service, your support department has put me through. I also I tweeted at them, so I direct messaged them all 3 videos, and about several hours later I phoned through. I tried through the customer services one more time. Initially I couldn't reach like anyone, and eventually I got through to the regional manager, who said that he's aware he watched the videos. And he's actually already reached out to me on Twitter about that. I couldn't answer Twitter at that stage because Twitter's blocked at work. IT administrator, I blocked Twitter for everyone at work because it's work. And they'll send through a driver to collect the motherboard from Aramex. That guy was there for minutes, collected the thing, and they're sending me a replacement board, which I've got there. It's there, brand new in the box. I'm still not sure if I'm going to be using the MSI versus the Gigabyte board. The Gigabyte is the B450 series chipset. The MSI is X450. The difference is the number of PCI Express lanes. For the moment, I can't use extra SATA ports and stuff on this board, so I'm not sure which I'll use. Dash just said they just stay away from them for good. That's good advice. Don't buy anything else from them. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. But I think people can redeem themselves. I don't know. I don't think they can, but we will see. Unfortunately, sometimes you need something and there's no one else that has it. But anyway. By the way, Dash, how are you doing? How's things going after that amazing Doom mod you released? Anyway, so that aside, that's the negative stuff out of the way. Some positive stuff is I got my $100 YouTube AdSense revenue. The main reason for that is over December, the extra revenue came in from the ad revenue, because what happens is there's a higher fee for ads in December. So my ad revenue used to be $10 a month. It went up to $20. As a result, I got my $100 from them, which is absolutely amazing. The first thing I did was Takealot. I bought a boom mic. The reason why I bought a boom mic is to prevent this. So every time I touch the table, you can hear the mic. Every time I touch the keyboard, you can hear it through the mic. So hopefully if I move the mic to about there, somewhere, it'll be a lot better, even though it'll be in front of the webcam, but I'll see what I can do to make that a bit better. Got a few ideas. The other thing that I purchased there was a very good heatsink and fan for the system, because I did notice that the last few times if it turbos on an AMD system, you get a bit of jutter as well. On this board that I've got in here now, it's hardly noticeable, but it's still there. On the other board, it was heavily noticeable. So that's also something I'm going to be trying. And also for the boom mic, got a little bit of popped filters. That just means that if you hear me talking, it won't peak as much. I tend to literally talk into the red with this mic every single time, so that prevents that. And I should have that within 2 to 3 weeks from now. We are trying to do the podcast again. The problem is, at the moment, it's Durban. It's January and February is the hottest times of the year. For instance, today, this room is 35 degrees Celsius. If it wasn't for the fact that it rained about at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock-ish, I wouldn't be sitting here. It's just too hot to do anything here. I might even move the gaming system downstairs so that we can do it. But I really want to start doing weekly update videos again and weekly streams again. So at least 2 videos a week from me. And I'm going to start that in Feb. So from next week, you're going to start seeing that. Dash. No, he's updated it to 1.5. That's awesome. I need to really download 1.5 and then play it again. I didn't stream it, but I did play like 2/3 of it. I played like quite a few other levels after the stream, and dude, your mod still blows me away. You did really, really well on that. Yeah, pop filters are useful. It's just there to stop that breathing sound and the pop noise. I'm hoping it will also decrease the keyboard sounds a bit. I hope we can do something with that. And seeing as it's $100 I got from the ad revenue, and my thing has always been whatever I get from ad revenue, I throw back into the channel. The webcam was purchased more or less with that. The blue mic was purchased more or less like that. Some of the PC upgrades was purchased. The lights were purchased from there. So every time I get one of those, quality improves, and I'll make sure that it stays on that course, you know. Yeah, no, Dash, honestly, no, thank you for releasing that. That's honestly really one of the best mods for Doom I've played in a long time. Because from spirit and heart to it is Doom Classic. It's like, if it was called Doom 2.5 or Doom 3, instead of what we got, I would have been happy back then. You know, back in the 90s if that came out. It's really that good. But anyway, so yeah, I'll discuss some other things as we play. This is going to be the last of the Minecraft series. It didn't do well on the channel. I didn't expect it to do well on the channel. Basically, I started this just to relax and try to get myself back into the swing of things. Because unfortunately this was more convenient than setting up the retro computers. I streamed this way more, which that's wrong. And we've reached a stage in this where I don't think there's much more else I can do in a live stream that's going to make it interesting. The retro computers are now at the stage where it's working. The PC is at the stage where I'm happy with it. That just means that we can actually get stuff progressively done. And I'm just literally going to show you guys some of the things I've done in here since I last played. And that's about it. We need to finish the roof in the nether, and that's going to be the stream for tonight. By the way, Dash, how are you doing, man? I did ask that already. Sorry, it's still quite hot in here, so I'm still a bit rambly. It's interesting, distant. Yeah, that's better. So I did add a butcher here, and the reason for that is we can literally go there, do that, and I'll just instantly have my food supply for this video sorted. The podcast is on. I hear a hello. How are you doing today? You're trying to break through my doors. Anyway, podcast is still going ahead. I'm looking for some time in February. We are going to have HLE on, and after that, Evert is going to be on. HLE does these awesome classic retro game system reviews, so things like games for the Spectrum. I saw a few Amiga games, a few Master System games on there, so it's going to be quite a nice guest to have on here. And Evert is going to be, we're going to talk about DOS games and retro, and that sort of retro era, you know. We are looking for more people as well to join. It's just going to be a question of arranging the times and schedules and stuff. So at the moment, my schedule, due to the weather, was fairly terrible, but I'm going to start forcing myself to get back into this, because we can't have another 2019 where I did so few videos and so many live streams that just was not up to quality. So we all know this little area here, which is the slime farm. I didn't make any changes here at all, but I always, just when I start off, come past here, just collect whatever. So we had an enderman falling there. Weird. Did he damage anything? No. Oh, I did test out a few times. I don't know what's going on here. No, that's not quite what I want. I did test out a few times the actual editing capability of this system, and it's absolutely amazing. 1080p videos render like in minutes. It's a huge improvement. And if money is enough, I might even go up to 4K. Okay, now that the necessities are taken care of, let's quickly have a look around here and show you guys what's changed. You saw the first change there was the butcher. He used to be a zombie, did de-zombie him, and now every time I start up I can get a full stack of meat for free. We have a whole bunch of diamonds in here and some squid heads for some reason. And this was partly due to this little adventure that I did over here. And what this is basically is one giant flower farm. Dispensers here at the bottom, and they dispense bone meal onto the grass. Grass then gets pushed left to right. If you push it left or right, all of the grass and all of the blocks on top break. So you suddenly have a very awesome way to mine stuff, and that kind of rounded off my factory here at the back. You got PC fixed. Have you tried streaming DOS games using DOSBox? For those times when you don't have to copyright your computer. Yes, I actually did not with DOSBox, but with PCEmu. I did some tests, and the system actually runs perfectly a 166 megahertz MMX. So, and Voodoo Graphics. So that's going to be the sort of upgrade I want to do a bit later on here. Is for those sort of games, I'm just going to use PCM. I don't really like doing DOSBox. DOSBox is convenient, but there's some quirks with it, with latency and what's the name sound? What's it called? PC speaker sound and stuff. It's just gone fairly terrible. So we are going to have to finish off little nether area there. For that, I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of bricks. Originally, I was going to do something way more interesting, but we just kind of have to deal with what we've got, because this area needs to be finished. That's the last video, and you guys remember the ground farm we made? Turns out this is way too small and it just doesn't work. You need to really like have this 4 times its size, so I never kind of used it. Might extend it later on. Okay, so what do we have to... Ooh, I don't have anything to work with. It's like cobblestone, glass. That's about it. Oh, there's some andesite and stuff left over. Okay, that's good. All of this needs to go out, and then we're just going to have 2 more layers of brick here. This area just sort of never worked out. So, is there any games that you guys can suggest you want to see streamed? And by streaming, I mean it needs to be something that I can like play for an hour to 2 hours. And I'm fairly bad at some games, so some of my favorite games that I can play for an hour or 2, Doom, but we've done lots and lots of Doom. SimCity, definitely some Jazz Jackrabbit, probably. SimCity is a bit boring for streaming though. I did try that once, because you have to constantly talk about stuff when you play, else it's very boring. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing some SimCity. What's some more obscure ones? We finished Keen 4 on a stream. I've never like finished Keen 3 and Keen 5, so that might be a thing. Jazz is one of my favorite titles, especially Jazz 2. So we can probably like do a complete playthrough of Jazz. I haven't done that in donkey's years. I'm not the best Jazz player there is, but it's doable. We finished Holiday Hair on live stream once, which was pretty fun. I definitely think Jazz could be nice. I want to do some actual PC builds as well. Again, I haven't done those in ages, and a few of my retro systems need TLC. Really? Where did this come from? Huh? There was no monster sounds or anything. So that might be worth it. Kingsley Stupid Odd. Have you ever beat it? No, never. I never owned it. So I've literally probably played half an hour of Keen 3. But it might be worth doing. Could be fun. Might be terrible with it, but who knows? As long as it's something that I can like play in the background and talk over, then that's cool. which seems to be my biggest issue, is talking over part. But I want to get better at it. And the only way you get better is if you practice. Okay, people listen to the video game, even if they die hundreds of times, as long as they have fun. Yeah, precisely. That's why I won't play Dark Souls and that sort of stuff. Because I won't have fun. But yeah, for me, it's all about the fun at the end of the day. If you're not having fun, then there's no point to it. There's something shooting at me. Ah, I can see you, and you're just far enough so it's not audible. Come on. Can you fall off, please? Thank you very much. Yeah, I've played all of the King games, but never finished all of them. There's a lot that I only played for like an hour, 2 hours or so. Just never finished. I think the only one I've actually physically finished was King 4. But that's also the easiest one in the series, I've been told. Another thing I would love to do is Final Fantasy. I actually bought like Final Fantasy 7. Where is it? Yeah, thanks for that. Come on, show yourself. Really? Server lag now? There we go. Got him. I need to get some more lanterns because they took out quite a few of the lanterns. Which kind of sucks, but anyway, what do you expect? Unfortunately, you will still need something like one last layer of stuff. And can I polish stone? How does that look? Oh, it's stone brick. And right on top there's stone brick. Yeah, that could work. Or we could use andesite slabs. I've got 2 stacks of that though. Let's first try with the stone slabs. That'll be enough to cover this so you can't see through it. 4, 5, 6. Dash, yeah, definitely. I do actually agree with you in terms of Keen. Yeah, 4, 5, and 6 is the better ones. Man, and I watched the new Star Wars, and I don't know. It's so much hate for it, and I just looked at it and went, "Yo, what else could they have done with the plot? They just kind of ruined it. They completely ruined the plot in the previous movie because there was no more surprise or suspense or anything. So how else would you finish it? It was just weird." Yeah, I've noticed that when I played 1, 2, and 3, that's also why I'd never finished any of them or gave it too much time, as they were extremely difficult. Okay, I can hear you spitting at me. I really don't want to fight him from the up here, but it's fine, we didn't lose too many lanterns. It was a fun series. I don't know where it would have been without King though. Just imagine if Nintendo said, yes, please create that Super Mario Bros. 3 port for PC. I mean, that would have been interesting. That parallel dimension. This has a few more Andersonite. Really? You're not gonna leave me alone today. We do have some lag here though, which kind of sucks, but anyway. In here, do we have any bricks that I can actually use? So I've got some stone there. And then Andersonite. We do have those, which I can kind of make work. But we're going to need those for later. Come on, guys. So yeah, there's a few things that did irk me quite a bit about the Star Wars movie though. Number one was the directing was so fast paced and they swapped location like 4 times in the first episode, which kind of, yeah, that kind of just broke the immersion for me. I've got some glass in there. What sort of glass did we use for? Oh, we used white glass. I don't have any more white glass left over though. So yeah, there was a few things that kind of was a letdown for me. Yeah, I definitely need some more Andersonite just to finish this last little bit. Let me go fetch some. No point being lazy. And then we have to replace all of these lights. Oh man. Minecraft. Victor came in, Victor came out. Where's some Andersonite I can like borrow? don't know if you guys saw this, but here's the ultra dangerous cave spider spawner. If you don't, if you've ever played this, just be careful. Cave spiders are a pain. Don't make a spawner out of them. They suck. Okay, Andersonite. Where's a good Andersonite location? I mean, we don't need these structural supports in our mine. Let's just see where this takes us. Do I even have torches on me? Yes, we've got torches. Got everything I need. I don't think we're going to find Andersonite like this, so let's just go back to the main thing. This is how I felt about Star Wars 8 and 9, and 8 was a masterpiece, okay. And 9 was wonderful mess. Unfortunately, I didn't like them, but for different reasons for each other, yeah. 9 kind of... the main plot elements in 9 is what got me. They sort of just went, oh yeah, don't worry, all of these characters we've introduced that's pivotal to the plot, don't worry about them, they're really not important. And you're just sitting there going, sorry, mister, about that? There's Andersonite. Any more here? Tons of gravel. So yeah, it was interesting. I'm not a huge fan of what they did. Well, just in the previous one. Then there's Picard, which, oh wow, I hope that I messed that up. Star Trek Picard looks fantastic, but there's so much potential for them to forge it. We definitely don't need. I do need that. It was not interested in being a sequel, but just wanted to do its own thing. In a vacuum, I might have liked it. Yeah, in the context of the franchise, it was awful. I agree. That is 100% correct. I mean, it kind of just destroyed the whole sequel thing. Oh, we've got all of these nice characters and villains we've introduced. Oh no, they're not important, they'll die. I guess what he probably wanted is for it to continue like one of these. Because at the end of 8, it like kind of shows that the Force powers are returning now to everyday people. Like you saw the kids that like move the broom and whatnot. So he's trying to sort of set it up as being, okay, the next one needs to be like 100 years in the future or like 20 years in the future or whatever, and then they've got like their own rebellion with them and stuff, which might have worked, I guess, but no, it was just felt wrong. Yeah, I still can't understand why kill off Snoke and Luke. Kill off the main villain, kill off the guy that all of the hardcore Star Wars fans want to see. I don't get it. Like I said before, the only reason I can see for that whole deciding to do it that way is that they wanted to create like a scenario where it's 20 years in the future and now suddenly there's a rebel force again. I kind of like what they did in Star Wars Episode 4, which was like several years in the future sort of thing. But even in that, it was a weird decision. But is it like a movie that I truly hate and I'm going to go on internet and go shout at people on Twitter and blame social justice warriors or whatever do people blame these days on it? Nah, that was bad. It wasn't like, oh no, it's the worst thing ever. People are really way too into things if that's the way they act with it. Where's more here? Yeah, I'll have to patch that up at another stage. I needed the Andersonite. And we need to be careful, there's a cat right there. Who are you attacking? Oh, I think Victor's probably there. Yep, Victor's helping out. Okay, so let's see what we've got now. If we take 4 Andersonite, we should be able to get polished Andersonite. I can really throw these out, so I'm going to need the space. 64. Okay. And down here I do have my water at something. Yeah, I mean, there's a point, there's a time for complaining about stuff, and unfortunately, with Star Wars, that boat has sailed. You can't keep on complaining about it. There's nothing they can do at this stage. What's happened has happened. Before I take this, now I'll take that. There we go. Midnight's Edge. No, I haven't seen that yet. I'll go and check it out. I did watch the first episode of Picard though, and I have my concerns. It's not terrible. No, you can't really tell from the first episode how things are going to go with it, but I've got my concerns with it. Let's see. This night stairs, maybe? But my concerns for Picard is mainly due to the directing and acting. Come on. Really? And then you disappear. Like for instance, on the Picard thing, the lighting on the show is, wow, you've got a spacecraft and you've got this pre-existing series where the lighting has always been extremely dark, extremely light and clear. And on Picard they decided, oh no, we're going to turn the lighting back down to nothing. The actual camera work as well has left me a bit lacking. But that's just me. But with that show you can't really tell. It's a series, you need to wait until there's like 3 or 4 episodes. And they make a positive assessment of how bad it is or if it's good. Like Discovery for me was very bad. And that side is closed already, don't have to do anything there. So I think this side we can just take Anderson's, polished Anderson slabs again, just rock out. Oi. Midnight's Edge entertainment journals, both professional and amateur, that find information on politics of film and television. Oh, that could be awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that. It'll be interesting because Star Trek has always been the sort of show that. Wait, is this the stairs? Am I putting stairs down instead of slabs? Yeah, so I'll give them a look. They found out that Star Trek Discovery and most likely Picard is actually under J.J. Abrams' universe listing. Ooh, that explains quite a lot, actually. Like, because on the series listing, they only had to change about 30% of the actual universe. How does that look, by the way? Does that look stable? Oh, that actually looks kind of awesome. Very difficult to put in, though. Don't know if I'm going to run with those or not. Slabs look alright as well. I might just use the slabs. So yeah, that's interesting. Explains a lot. Yeah, that I sort of expected. I didn't expect it to be the exact canon from TNG, but just for them to try and keep the spirit of the series. At the moment, the actual spirit is what's missing in the whole series, in my opinion. Especially in Discovery. There's a certain way that the series is written in all of the Star Treks. It's always been a very positive journey, a positive outlook on the future. Outlook where, oh, we can now afford to actually help people. So that's mostly what we're going to do in the series. And if we do come into problems and stuff, we'll figure out ways that has the least amount of impact on, you know, other species and stuff. And I sort of miss that. It's like science fiction has just turned out to be extremely, how can I put it, dark. You don't get light, positive things from sci-fi as much as you used to. It's always these grim, dark messages about, oh, everything is going to be terrible, everything's going to end, what, etc., etc. I guess that's my issue with it. It's definitely fixable, though. See, Victor's up there. He's busy pest controlling these guys, which helps a bit. Luckily, I'm almost done here. This is almost finished. I'm probably going to end the stream when this is done. It's not going to be a long stream tonight. Just more a touch base and see how things are going and last little Minecraft a little bit. I actually had no problem with Star Trek 2009. 2009 was still okay. The two sequels after that was, yeah, interesting. Yeah, precisely. They maintained the spirit of it, and that's what I find lacking with Discovery and with so many other Star it's not just Star Trek, but so many other science fiction shows at the moment. It just lacks the spirit. It lacks the positive outlook that things are still going to be okay, you know. And there's a thunderstorm starting outside. Awesome. So here we are missing like one block. I'm just going to use 2 sets of Andersonite. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, same. Darkness and Beyond was just so far off the mark. Oi, niet weet. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Darkness and Beyond for me was just weird. Beyond was like just pure try to be an action movie. Darkness tried to be like one of the Shatner Star Wars, Shatner Star Wars, Shatner tricks, but like one of the bad ones. So I just didn't find it like fun. What is the meaning of life? That depends if we're talking about the philosophical meaning, or are we talking about what's it called? I can't remember the name of that series. One way you always need to bring a towel with. I can't remember. So, just need to get, you tell me, what do you think is the meaning of life? Do I know the way in 2020? There is no way in 2020, unfortunately. They closed it. The way is shut. There you go, roof is finished. What can I dump out of here? Don't need that. Need to fix some of the lights in here still. I can do that later. I mean, it's only that one light. Might even have that in one of these shulker boxes. Hey, sorry man, if you use that word, it's going to automatically block you. How's the stream still going for you guys? Everything fine? And I do agree with Dash on that one. Be the best person you possibly can. To as many people as you possibly can. Everything else will then fall into place. Because that's the one thing you've got control over. You're the only person that has control over who you're good to. Who you treat well. How you treat other people. Yes, I don't have anything in there. This one is just wheat seeds. This one might have it. Check. No, that's the same one I had 2 seconds ago. This one. No, I definitely need to go get some more lanterns, but I can do that later. Oh, there's some lanterns. I've got a feeling that Victor has left a few things for us. Seeing as it's getting a bit on and I'm getting a bit tired, let's talk about morality and things we've got control over. I'm a firm believer in that there are several things that you have absolutely no control over. So you have no control over your environment. Oh no, you've got no control over other people. You've got no control over your future, specifically. But you can make things better. You can, like, go and invest time and effort into evening your odds, increasing your chances of having an outcome that you desire. And one of the easiest and best ways to do that is to be nice to people. At the end of the day, the better you are to other people, the better they will treat you. And the better they treat you, the better your outcome will be, the better your future will be. So that is one thing that's perfectly in a person's control to fix and maintain and change. This one does have silk touch. No, Dash, I wasn't talking to you when I said that. That was aimed at someone else that was posting at the time. You did not post anything that the word sensor detected at all. It was someone else. That message never even appeared in the feed itself. So don't worry, it wasn't you. Oh, Victor, did you fix the... Did you fix the lights on top here? While I wasn't looking. So don't worry, Dash. Like I said, that you didn't post anything that the thing detected. It was another person's post that it detected and held for review. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh no, I would not censor the word religious. I'm all for speaking and sharing information and being open about just about any topic, and that includes religion as well. So if you want to chat religion, go for it. That's definitely not in the blocked words. Yeah, this looks a lot better now. It has a bit of a roof. What's nice is it goes like textured, and then it's not textured on top anymore. Like it's like worn down, and there's a few like blocks missing here and there. And this looks good. I like this. Now I do remember there was a little bit of spottiness here on the floor at some points, but I think they cleared that up themselves. Yeah, like here, there's some spottiness. Oh, it's raining quite hard outside now that I've taken my headphones. There's lots of lightning. I'm probably going to have to cut this one short, guys. If there's lightning outside, I've got surge protectors, but that's about it. I don't want to chance any damage to this computer. It's been cursed enough as it is. So I'm probably going to stop the stream here. I'm going to clip that first little bit out just with the updates and channel, etc. And post that. Sorry if you heard me slow down quite a bit during the stream, but it is hot in here. And when it's this hot, I can't concentrate. Yeah, that's everything in here. I can't see any other bricks or blocks that's out of place. I'm going to take these shelves down, and then I'm going to call it a night. See you guys for the next live stream. And the next live stream hopefully will be something retro. We will follow the schedule way more. So there's going to be like a weekly update video and a weekly stream video. If there isn't a weekly update video, I need to make a weekly what's the name video, a repair video or something else to replace the update video. Here we go. Here's some more oddness. I'm going to replace this now, or I'm going to replace this later. This lighting outside is getting fairly heavy. So cheerio, and until we speak, see you again. We'll chat.